Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hello, Shadowcat back with more Star Trek Cosmoteer. And last time, we hit a major milestone actually. So the last time we were here, we finished up with this system. I mean, there's still a couple of pirate bases around here we should probably break before we leave here, but we're done here. We've got everything that we needed. Everything has been scanned, everything has been charted, we're ready to move on. And we're not just moving on from this system. We're moving on from this region. Technically, there is still one more place over in this region that we should get, but, I mean, we don't really have access to it yet. We would have to come all the way down across here to get to it. And even then, I mean, it's a pretty high-level system. We would really be working our way up to it. So we're going to be heading to this Atu Senko system. So it's a higher level, and we're already kind of struggling with this one, but that's okay. I got a couple of tricks up my sleeve once we get there. Not only that, but we're not going to go there alone. Obviously, the freighter will be coming with us. I mean, that goes without saying. But I want a new ship. Now, we had the we had a ship before. We had the Saladin class. And it did not last very long. It was obviously not up to what we were going through here. But we're building something else. And we had to kind of stop on that one because we were kind of running out of time. And I sold all of my hypercoils because, yeah, I did a dumb. But that's fine. We have more now. I went through, I bought a whole bunch of copper. I mined a whole bunch of copper. We have hypercoils again. Not just that, but we have some hypercoils over here on the Enterprise too. That is the Enterprise 2. That's a TOO, not a TWO. We don't have an Enterprise 2 yet. Anyway, we might though someday. So, we're going to try and build this thing. So we got everything here. It all looks pretty good. So as far as all the requirements on it, I think we have everything. It says it has capacity for 105 people, or it says it requires 105 people. We have capacity for 112. We have fire extinguishers. We have lots of stuff. Oh, you know what's a problem here? There's no way to get in here. There's no way to get in there. I can fix that, though, by doing that. Okay, that's fine. Alternately, what if we did this? What if we take this light, move it down, doesn't need to be there. We can take this and move it down like that. Then, we can go ahead, put a door there, put a door there. Get rid of that door, get rid of that door. Okay, because we don't need to be traveling through all of these things to get to each other. We don't need to daisy chain them, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so we've got fire extinguishers, we've got airlocks, we've got lights, we've got everything. And it's within our building budget. It's expensive, but I mean, that's why we're building here on the wreckage of this starbase. We're going to be using a lot of the steel to do this. But I think we're in good shape. I think we're good to go. Let's do this. There it is. Okay. Now we have to get some people sent over here. And we have to bring this thing back to a starbase or something. And see what we can get in terms of crew. So for now, the Fanged Freighter has 100 people on it. Why don't we send, say, 20 over? So transfer crew resources. I'm going to send 20 people over. It's 1/5 of the Fanged Freighter's crew, but it should be all. The Fanged Freighter will be all right. Ooh, nope. All right, here they come. So they're going to have to get everything turned on. And immediately people are going to the engines. So they're not really helping to carry anything. However, engines are online. The bridge is online. Everything else isn't yet, but that's enough to get it moving. Alright. So let's head back to base and see if we can pick up some more crew. Now I have to get a name for this thing. I don't have a name for it yet. It may go unnamed. At least this episode. I'll put it to you. If you think that you have a good name for this ship, go ahead and let me know. I'll even put up a poll afterwards. But yeah, how's it looking? Except they're busy trying to keep the engines online. Yeah, this thing will need an actual proper crew. It also doesn't have the ability to manufacture any torpedoes. I'm not sure where I would put torpedo manufacturing anyway. So it'll be entirely reliant on what we can give it. You know, with that in mind, perhaps I should have put bigger magazines on it. Oh, and speaking of those lights that are right there, let's go ahead and take a peek at the exterior. It needs a paint job. So something just real quick. Let's go ahead and make the hull kind of a gray color. So that's fine. We're going to want to have kind of a blue-ish color. Maybe something like that. And then we'll need this paint. Well, actually, no. Before we do that, let's go with the red one first. Because we're going to want to make the ends of the nacelles red. Ooh, let's go ahead and mirror that. There we go. So we'll make the ends red. And then we can go ahead and take this. And we'll give a little bit of space like that. And I'll put one of those there. And one of those there. And there we go. That makes the warp nacelles look like warp nacelles. Lovely. And it's keeping up. Which is kind of impressive, actually, given the skeleton crew that's on board. However, a skeleton crew is still a functional crew. Not at 100% capacity, but it is still functional. And so the fact that it's working with 20 people is actually a good sign. I also noticed that there's no storage on here. I just realized that. There's no storage. So we're going to have to fix that. Can we do that while we're moving? Yes, we can. Excellent. Alright, now we have some storage. Is it going to slow people down a little bit? Yeah, it's going to slow them down a little bit. But it'll be alright. It will be alright. Alright, let's speed things up here. Where are you going? Also, is that a big asteroid back there? That actually was. You know what? We don't need you for this. Come back here. Yeah, it's an XL and a double XL crystal asteroid. Oh, you're actually full up. Well, that's fine. For now. Okay, you. Contact the station. Can you get any more people? Yes, you can. You can pick up 20 people here. But we're gonna need more fame if we're going to... If we're going to pick up any more crew. Can you get torpedo parts here? Not many. But you know what? You can also get some antimatter. And you can get some crystals. So we'll initiate that trade. And are these magazines set for torpedoes? Yes, they are. So the Enterprise should be able to send some torpedoes over, right? Yeah, unnamed ship. I hate that you're an unnamed ship, but what can I do? Okay, why are you putting crystals in here, though? Those are supposed to be reserved. I thought they were reserved. I guess they weren't. Okay, we're going to have to send some crystals over to the Enterprise. In fact, just send all of them right now. I'm sorry, but why are you not sending crystals over to the Enterprise? Transfer crew resources to the Enterprise. Go. Good. I mean, you got the warp core online, so that's all that we really needed. And then the Enterprise can send some torpedoes over. And that'll get the magazines filled. In fact, that's got all the storage filled. I may have sent too many. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Wow. I'm a little bit terrified of taking this thing into battle just because it is very small. However, it is very small, but it's going to pack a punch. It's going to be on support. I mean, I'm not expecting it to go into battle alone. So, why don't we go test it out, say, over here, at the Dubaris base? Or better yet, there's a bandit over there. We'll go there first. And you know what? I'm gonna mark these. Just in case we need them. We may not, but just in case. And I'm gonna bring the freighter over here as well. Alright, you're out in the lead. Probably not the best place for you. And you're going to need to have more crew if you're going to actually operate. These, I think we can turn off. We don't need them. Not right now. And also, you're using your maneuvering thrusters an awful lot. Alright, so there's the target here. Now, I don't know if you have enough crew for actual combat. It looks like all of your phasers are manned. And all phaser defenses are manned. Torpedoes are manned. And there's even people that are just kind of standing around inside of the cabins. You seem to be combat ready. But here's the thing. I want you to come back here. Alright. The Enterprise is going to help shield you. And you know what? That's actually really good. The Enterprise is going to help shield you. So here's what you're going to do. While the Enterprise keeps it at bay, I want you to engage. And I don't want you to engage it sideways. So I want you to go head on. Let's go ahead and save that attack default. And then we'll let you go. So remember, the Enterprise should be holding it. Right? Yes, the Enterprise is holding it. And so, this one's on you now. Okay, that was actually really bad. Don't let it get inside the shields. Is it just because these are not powerful enough? Let's see. So, the full thrust of a standard thruster is 1,200 kilonewtons. What about a medium-sized thruster? So, that's this one, 1,200 kilonewtons. This one is 3,200. Okay. In that case, what if we did this? And insufficient hypercoils. Okay, that's fine. The freighter is going to be along shortly, and they have some hypercoils. In fact, they need more hypercoils. We're going to take a little bit of a detour here. There's a large copper asteroid here. And we're going to mine it for some quick copper, some quick coils, and thus some quick hypercoils. There we go. So they will pull all of that in. And if we take a look at construction, yeah, it's all being turned into coils and hypercoils immediately. Good. There's even another large asteroid over here. We'll grab this one real quick, too. And there we go. Now, is there anything else over here that really demands my attention? Small, small, medium. Nah, there's really nothing else over here. Okay. Let's bring the freighter over then. We'll get these upgrades done, and it should make our little ship a little bit better. Very good. In fact, come over here. While we're making upgrades, you can salvage. So now for you. Let's go ahead and get these medium-sized thrusters. And we'll put them right there. There we go. So, I'm going to have you... Actually, I'm going to have you come behind the Enterprise. It's a good place. Now, let's go take a look at this base. Now, this is going to be very dangerous, but I think it's something we can handle. Right? We can handle this. Of course we can handle this. Why is there no power back here? And why is there nobody up there? Why does it seem like we're missing a lot of people? Because we are missing a lot of people. Why are we missing a lot of people? Alright, freighter. I need the freighter up here. We need to borrow some crew. Did we accidentally transfer crew from the Enterprise? We're missing like 2 officers here. Or no, wait. I'm looking at the small ship. We have 2 officers over here on the small ship. What's going on here? Oh, that base is under attack by that ship. Okay, we cannot spurn this opportunity. Enterprise, what are you doing? Get off the asteroid. This was supposed to be our big test. And that other big cannon ship is going to completely blow it away. Alright, it's time to engage. You. I want you to attack. However, I want you to attack from behind. Get behind it. And be careful of that station. Well, the Enterprise is stuck. This is just a massive embarrassment. How are you all so bad at this? Alright, here comes the unnamed ship. Coming around behind. The cockpit has been disabled. Wow, it's very exposed. The entire ship has been shut down. Very well. Time to move in. How are the shields? Okay, shields are fine. Enterprise, move over here. Just, you know what? Just move over here. Okay, can you do that? Can you do that? Can you move over? Can you move backwards? Do I have to take over manual control? Get off the asteroid! Turn the ship! What's happening? Why are the shields down? Get the Enterprise out of there. Get the Enterprise out. Fanged Freighter, we need your support. Take out that defense platform. And then assist. The Enterprise is actually dragging the station with it. Okay. Go ahead and pause the tractor beams. Our new unnamed ship is taking it apart. Not the way I expected this to go. But I don't know what happened to the Enterprise crew. There's so many that are just missing. I think you've got this, though. A little bit closer. There goes the core. Okay. Get me a damage report. Massive damage to the saucer section. Fortunately, we didn't lose a lot of critical systems with it, but still, massive damage because we didn't have any shields. Because all the crew is gone. I must have somehow transferred crew from the Enterprise to the smaller ship, and I don't know when or how I did that. Either way, though, I think we survived okay. Since it was no critical systems, I don't think we lost anybody. Down to 67 people. Dynamic and JP are still over there. But okay. We did it. Here's what I want to happen. I want the Fanged Freighter to start salvage operations. I'm going to have these two ships report back to base. Okay, take your time getting there. I don't care. Just get back there. And we're going to begin salvage. Those mining lasers are especially good when it comes to salvage operations. But there should be lots of goodies to pick up here. In fact, pretty much everything except for the steel. In fact, there's coils in there. And we are actually full up on coils. We need to get copper is what we need. Okay, same thing over here. We're going to salvage everything around here. In the meantime, here's what we're going to do. This ship took some minor damage, but otherwise it fared okay. But here's what we're going to do. I want to bring the crew back over to the Enterprise. So what we're going to do is this. First things first. I'm going to send... Oh yeah, the unnamed ship has a full crew. Okay. Not sure how I did that, but whatever. I'm going to send everybody back over to the Enterprise. That still leaves this ship with a crew of 31, though. Oddly enough. Any officers that I need to be aware of? No. All of our officers should be back over here on the Enterprise. They are. Okay. Now, we need to see if we can get you some more crew. So, there's no pirate base over here, and we can't afford to buy anybody else. I think that's what happened before, is I accidentally transferred crew. So, if we can't turn in the pirate base there, it's got to be over here. So, new directive, go to the other base. Also, leave the defensive platform there. Turn the ship. Thank you. How are we doing over here? Looks like everything has been salvaged. We have a decent supply of hypercoils now. But we still need more. That's okay. We will send the freighter back there too. Now, unfortunately, it's going to take the freighter through hostile territory, but I think it should be alright. Now that we're here, let's see if we can turn this in. Can we turn in a lot of things, actually? Yeah. We can turn that in. That in. No, 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 no. Yes! And so we'll take credit for all of those. That's the Pirate Hunter. Now, here's the base. Do we go up? 1170? No. The limit is 1170. Okay, so we're not going to get anything else out of this. Which means we cannot actually afford any more crew. That is unfortunate. But it also means that there's really nothing else keeping us here now. So, time to turn this thing around. If there's nothing else to keep us here and nothing else to gain here, then what we're going to do is we're going to head to the next system. We've already been here for a half an hour, and we haven't even gotten to the new system yet. It's okay. Things don't always go as planned. And the next system is just going to be the initial survey. So, you know, once around the asteroid belt, track down everything we see there. Should be super easy. The question is, are we going to have enough crystals on board each ship to make the jump? Let's find out. And no, the smaller ship needs some. That's okay. The freighter will send some crystals over. You only need to have 13, so I'm going to send 30 over. Wait, no, that's crew. Crystals. Here we go. We'll send 40 over. I mean, I may have to send the crew over there as well. Just so that the ship is, you know, combat ready. But there we go. That takes care of the fuel. As a matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and do this now? So, transfer crew resources to our unnamed ship. I'm going to send 30 more people over. Hopefully that will help get you ready. Alright, shields are back online. The tractor beams don't really matter at the moment. You do need more torpedoes, though. We'll take care of it when we get there. Alright, we ready? I think we are. Let's go. And there we go. Welcome to the new system. We're not in trouble already, are we? No, we're not. Not yet, at least. Okay, so first things first. Can we get here? The Enterprise cannot. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll just transfer some crystals over. So to the Enterprise, we're going to send them 100 crystals. Okay? So we'll send everything over, and that should allow them to go. Maybe. No, they're turning into dilithium. No wonder it's not going to work. Can you make the jump now? Actually, you can. And hey, we've seen that ship before, or at least that class of ship. Alright, let's make one more short jump. Right there. Oh, good. They're already there. Fantastic. So that means that we can go ahead and contact them. First things first, we'll go ahead and receive our payment for this. Second thing, though, can we afford anybody? No, nobody will join us yet. That's okay, though. So here's what we're going to do. The Enterprise, I'm going to have... do you have any extra torpedoes? You do actually have some torpedoes extra. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you send all of your torpedoes over to the unnamed ship, which still needs a name, desperately. You know what to do in the comments. And the Fanged Freighter is going to buy everything it can. So buy crystals. And there's absolutely nothing else to buy. That's okay, though. We'll take what we can get. Now, before we head out, there is one more thing that needs to do. That we need to do. That is, we are in a very, very dangerous system now. We were barely holding on last time. We are going to need an upgrade. Fortunately, the upgrades are built in. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to take all of these phaser banks. Okay? And the Enterprise has 7 of them. And what we got down here is this option. Right now they are set to 180-degree firing arc. Normal damage. But we have options. So by losing a little bit of the firing arc and charging them a bit more, focusing them a bit more, we can do increased damage. And we're going to take a step up now. We're going to go from a 180 to a 90, and we're going to increase our damage. The same thing is also true with the torpedoes. Right now we're firing photons, but it's time for an upgrade. We're going to move up to quantum torpedoes. Not something the original Enterprise ever had, but you know what? It's an upgrade. That's what upgrades do. Okay, and don't forget to collect all the torpedo parts. So we only get 2 rounds per salvo now. Not 3. But they will hit just a little bit harder. The same thing is going to be true here. I'm going to upgrade these to quantums. And make sure to collect all the torpedo parts. Come on, waste not, want not. There we go. Alright. And with that, I think we're ready to start our initial survey. So I want you to go back there. And the Enterprise, I'm going to send you out to the asteroid belt. In the meantime, let's get our assignment. And that is explore this system. We're going to be looking for 14 signals. Ready? Let's go ahead and set this. So I already can see some signals out there. That jump might have been a little bit too far. Let's try to keep it a little bit more manageable. There, that should be good for now. And you, I actually think that I'm going to move you back a bit. You can hang back. And right there, hold on a second. There's a big copper asteroid. And an extra large crystal asteroid. This is a good asteroid belt. Okay. I'm seeing hostile contacts, and we're going to brush by one of them. Alright, Enterprise. I'm going to go ahead and have your tractor beams turn on. We don't necessarily need to stop here, but if we do, I'm also going to set your tractor beams to push. I don't necessarily want to drag them along with. And hold on, we're under attack. It's a gunwing, one that we've seen before. Okay, it's targeting the unnamed ship now. What is that? That is a rampart. Alright, it's firing missiles at the unnamed ship. It's firing cannons at the unnamed ship. Okay. We have to stop this. So, we're going to do that. We're going to switch our tractor beams over to hold position. The unnamed ship is taking damage. However, unnamed ship, what are you doing? Get back here! Actually, no, you know what? Take it back. I want you to get behind it. In fact, go ahead and take the long way around. That should be good. Okay. Do not take this thing head on. Taking damage. There's another ship over here. It is fixated on that little ship. This is a massive brawl. How are the shields holding on the unnamed? They're not great. Do not let those cannons get inside the shields. Alright, the unnamed ship is in position. That ship has been disabled. Now what about you? You're not hostile. Okay, very good. Alright, damage assessment then. Looks like we have hull damage, damage to some of the thrusters. It's fixable. There we go. And the Enterprise? Minor damage. All fixed. Alright, very good. Kind of surprised, actually. We did better than I thought we would. Now we move. Right there. So what is this? A sky piercer. It's firing on us. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I want you to flank it from behind. What just happened? Half the ship just blew up. Okay, the Enterprise is holding it in position. Where is the unnamed? Okay, the unnamed is moving in. Can we save the attack default for going in, or for flanking? I'm not sure if we can. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's gone. The other one is apparently stuck on an asteroid. We're going to leave it there. It's firing missiles at us. I'm not too worried about the missiles. Aft shields are holding. Alright, we're moving on. So that's already 4 out of 14. The initial survey is always really easy and really fast. More pirate territory. We're only skirting the outside edge of it, though. We should be fine. Double XL copper asteroid. That reminds me. Have we checked in with the freighter recently? Is there anything we can buy? Yes, there is actually. We can buy coils, tri-steel, diamonds, fuel, lots of raw, well, not lots of raw resources, but some raw resources. There we go. That helps a little bit. So they're having a bit of trouble navigating the asteroid belt. That's kind of understandable, but they're making it. The unnamed ship actually has a bit of an advantage, being a little bit smaller. And more pirate territory. And in fact, it's already on its way. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Has he fired yet? Yep, they're firing. And yes, it did save the attack default. So the unnamed ship is going to flank. And with the missile defenses on it this time, so it's constantly turning, trying to face our little flanking ship. Don't get that close to it. Watch the shields. I can hear the torpedoes screaming. Okay, they're reversing direction. Those big thrusters are actually making a huge difference in the maneuverability. It's persistent. Okay. It's been disabled. Well, I mean, more or less. Wow. That was a tough ship. What are we looking at in terms of damage? Yeah, some minor hull damage. What about for you? More serious damage. Actually, there's a lot of missing corridor up there. One of the things I never looked at is, do you have any officers on board? No, you don't. No, actually, I did look at that before. There's no officers on board here. Okay, given how you never really had a straight shot, I think that for you, upgrading these as well might be useful. So I'm going to turn your phasers up as well. That means that there will be no phaser fire directly ahead now. It's only going to be to the sides. But I think this will work. Alright, time to move on. We'll set those. I'm very proud of this little ship already. It's not the Saladin, but I think it's going to work okay. For now. There is still the problem of shields. I'm not sure how much longer shields are really going to hold up. Wow, there's a lot of copper around here. Crystals. There's even a carbon asteroid back there. Alright, sitting at 6 out of 14. There's another hostile signature here, but is it going to leave us alone? I don't think it is. Oh, I think this is a matter of wrong place at the wrong time. Yep. Wrong place at the wrong time. They're attacking. That's an interesting design. Look at where the thrusters are. Now what's going on over here? There is another ship here. Okay. This tractor beam. I need you to target this. The Enterprise is going to have to try and hold both of them at bay. A 2-on-2 fight. Theoretically, this should be pretty even. But that other ship is literally running circles around the unnamed. It's losing a lot of engine power. Is there another ship here? There is another ship here. Okay, this is no longer a fair fight. This is no longer an even fight. And the unnamed has taken some pretty serious damage. Okay, the gavel is now down. So it's time to go over here. There is this Quicksilver Interceptor and the Onset. Can we get repairs done on this ship real quick? No, we're still technically in combat. Okay. In that case, we're going to go for this one. The other one is a missile ship. However, we have enough interceptors, I think we can handle the missiles. Let's go with the direct threat. The one that's actually got giant laser cannons. That ship has been destroyed. Now there's just one left. Alright. For a brief moment, we can get some of this repaired. Pretty significant damage, but... what else? There, fixed. Okay. Full maneuverability should be restored, as well as full defenses. We've got to slow that ship down. Okay. It's time. Turn these on. Get some crew on those tractor beams. Hold this thing in place until the Enterprise can get a hold of it. We just need to get one tractor beam on it. Alright, we've got a tractor beam on it. However, it's still pulling away? Okay, I was wrong. Pull it in. Reel it in. Good job! The Enterprise has got a hold of it now. Okay, we've taken out the thrusters. Hold it at bay. Actually, as a matter of fact, pause those. We've got it. It's been disabled. Well, there's not much left of it, but it's been disabled. Okay, wow. That was a lot. However, we survived. We got through it. The Enterprise took some pretty big hits to the port side nacelle. And to the rear of the engineering section. Otherwise, minor damage to the saucer section hull. There we go. Alright, time to move on. We're still only halfway done. I did, however, notice that our fame has gone up. We're sitting at 1332 now. So let's check in with the freighter and see what that unlocks for us. So first off, let's see if there's anything else for us to buy. There is. Even a little bit of copper. We'll take what we can get. As far as crew goes, with a fame of 1,332, that unlocks a lot here. We can get 34 crew members at this station alone. So that's good. That's really good. Also, is there anything we can turn in? No. 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 Don't see anything. No, wait, here we go. An asteroid field. We technically cleared that. And this bounty. So we can take those. Perfect. Now, what's going on over here? There's a hostile signature out there. But it's not bothering us. So I'm inclined to leave it be. Another hostile signature, but I don't think it's going to bother us. Actually, nope, it passed us right on by. Hey, if they're not interested in a fight, neither am I. Especially since our little unnamed ship has no torpedoes at the moment. I need to find a way to integrate some manufacturing on board this ship. I'm just not sure how. I suppose we could brainstorm that while they're exploring. Let's go ahead and set up a few more waypoints here. There we go. Okay. So that will keep them occupied for a little bit while we do a little bit of blueprinting here. So we're going to turn blueprints on. Now, the size of these things is not insignificant. We'll technically need to have at least one antimatter converter. Actually, each one of these is the size of a crew quarter. So what if we did something like this? What if we did this? What if we took this entire... Nope, not that far up. This entire section. And then we cut it and bring it down by 2. Then these both have the same doors on them. So what if we were to put one here and one here? Now that doesn't look real nice at the beginning, but what we could do is there's going to be a big empty space here in the middle that I really can't do anything with. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. There's only so much I can do. However, we don't want to have these exposed because that's a giant weak point. So what we'll do is we'll just put some structure here in the middle. Then we can take a couple of these pieces, put them right there. A couple of these pieces, put them right there. Oop, should turn mirroring back on for that. And there we go. So that kind of integrates real nice. And I actually really don't want to have a big hole in the middle, so we'll do that instead. But there, that should do it. So torpedo factory, antimatter converter. We don't have the supplies to do this, but we can when we hook up with the freighter again. But this would take care of all of our needs. And then they could start manufacturing their own torpedoes. And it actually does raise up our crew need a little bit more. And I don't really have a good way to change that. The only way I can think of to do it would be to move these apart. But if I were to do that, I would have to move everything over here apart. And that would just... that'd make things a little bit weird. Alright, let's think about it. What if we took these and moved them apart? Okay, well, we can't do that because then these don't line up. So that's not going to work. These have to stay. So put them back. These cannot move. So, where else? We would technically need to pick up 9 people. There is actually room up here. We could squeeze in some room up here. If we went for these twin bunks, we could fit a couple right there. That brings us up to 120 out of the suggested 121. I think that works. Alright. How are we doing over here? We're up to 9 out of 14. Oh, and there's a base over there. We passed a star base. It's good to know. Okay. There's more signals over here. We haven't actually uncovered as much as I thought that we would on this trip. It's a small titanium asteroid. More pirate territory. Alright, let's be on our guard. If they come for us, then we'll have to turn and fight. You're going to crash into that asteroid, aren't you? Yep. And now you're going to get stuck on that asteroid, aren't you? You're very dumb. Who's driving here? You know, it doesn't matter. We're under attack. From an Aurelian class. It has a Look at these directional crystals. It has a compounding beam. It's very dangerous. Where is the unnamed ship? Okay, it struck the engineering hull. We have help. It's an Inquisitor class. It's turning its attention on that ship now? Oh, these beam weapons are something else. Wow, look at the damage it's doing. I haven't seen that kind of damage since the Spinal Lance. I kind of wonder if we can put one on the Enterprise now. Alright, the Aurelian has been disabled. Damage report. Some minor damage there. They got way too close to the antimatter storage. You know, now that I look at it, that is kind of a direct shot right to the antimatter storage. That'd be bad if that went up. Alright then, an Aurelian class. Also, really big crystal asteroid. So, bad news there. It's lucky we had help on that one. Alright, but we're almost home. Let's get these ships back on track. You didn't take any damage, right? No, you didn't. Which is good. Still gotta get you some crew. That put us up to 1395, though. We are accumulating fame. Come on, they're just asteroids. They're not even moving. You can navigate this. Think of them like road cones. Don't hit the road cones. Wait, it's the 24th century. Do we even have road cones anymore? Of course we do. Construction never stops. Okay, what do we have here? Nothing. They're leaving us alone. What do we have over there? Looks like an asteroid field. And one that's been claimed. Are they coming for us? Yes, they are. But can they navigate to us? Yep, they can navigate to us. Alright, we have to do this. Same thing as before. The Enterprise will hold them in place while the unnamed flanks. Forward shields are down. Okay. Forget holding them in place. Oh, wait, why are these... Oh, I got the wrong ship selected. Okay. Forget holding them in place. Give them a push. Alright, forward shields restored. Where do we stand? Okay, because there's no forward firepower on this ship, we're going to have to change these back. As much as I want to have the additional firepower, we need to have the versatility instead. Okay, Enterprise. Tractor beams. I want you to switch back to holding. Keep them in place. Let the unnamed flank. Come on, move in. You can do this. Coordinate. Stop running into each other. Oh, never mind. It's gone. That looked like a core breach. That looked exactly like a core breach. Yeah, these new beam weapons are nasty. It is definitely something new to contend with. I was very concerned with, oh, what's this going on over here? Two allied factions are fighting. Wow, 3. Hold on. So that's the yellow sun. That's a blue something. So a railgun versus missiles. So that's the level of technology they're operating at. They're using kinetic weapons. However, at least they figured out how to drive. Watch the shields. Just in case they miss and hit you instead. See, this is one fight that we really cannot get involved in. Neither one of them is hostile to us. And so we're just going to have to kind of let them do. But, I mean, this battle's pretty well over. This onset class doesn't have any missiles left. So, honestly, they should just surrender. Yeah, they are completely disarmed now. I mean, okay, not our problem. Alright, so we're back to where we started. Problem is, we didn't finish up. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a couple more points around here, and I'm actually going to send the unnamed ship over here to pick up more crew. The Enterprise, however, is going to visit that signal, and then one other. Still, for a first day out, not bad. Repairs need to be done. Alright, that's all the steel we've got. At least all the steel we got in storage. So what is this? A carbon asteroid? I mean, we'll mark it. So, 1 carbon asteroid. And this is more pirate territory, but there's another signal right there. So we're going to go visit that. We'll hit the other one, and then we're going to come back here. Right? Okay, no flanking means we don't want to actually hold anybody, so set them to push. There's 4 signals around here. Looks like they're all descending on that other ship. That's not fair. They are. Hold on. We have to go assist, if we can. Looks like it's downed 1 already. It's a Black Swan class, heavily damaged. Possibly disabled. No, definitely disabled. We weren't there fast enough. That's an Instigator class. These are all very basic models of ships. That's a Knave and a Grey Skull. Okay. We also found out there's an asteroid field over here, so we're done, technically. Are you really trying this? Pause the tractor beams. If you really want to try it, well, that's what you get. Alright, let's bring this ship home. And while we're here, let's take care of our little unnamed ship. So first things first, we have all the supplies we needed to make these adjustments. So let's do it. Okay. So that takes care of a lot of our problems. We now have the capacity to make torpedoes. Now we just need the crew to do it. And that we will get here, because now with 1395 fame, we can afford 46 more crew members. That's almost everyone they had here. Puts up to 105 crew. I mean, this is all very good. One thing that I do think I'm going to do is I want to... make this all crystal. I want this to be reserved for crystal. And the reason being is that we can turn the crystals into antimatter. We don't necessarily need to have storage for the antimatter. The antimatter generator has storage of its own. But we need to have storage for crystals to turn into antimatter. So we're going to buy some of that. We're going to buy some torpedo part. Well, we're going to buy one torpedo part. And we're going to call that good. And so this little ship should be good to go. Right? Yep. They are turning crystal into antimatter and then antimatter straight into torpedo parts. Which makes this ship significantly more self-sufficient. And that's the name of the game. So now it'll be able to make its own torpedoes. It'll be much better at flanking now that it can actually fire torpedoes. And it'll be a much bigger help. The Enterprise, of course, is still going to be our mainstay. Let's do that. And so it will hold the fire. It will help control the other ships while this little one takes care of it. And I'm hoping that we get a name for it. Otherwise, I don't have to name it myself. I don't have to name it myself. I'll have to redo the paint job, too. Oops. It's alright, though. It's alright. We'll get it taken care of. And then you... Well, you're just going to need a whole lot more resources. Oh, and I also think that I may have found a solution to what I wanted to do with this ship. And it's real simple. Instead of having these narrower struts, we'll simply make the struts a little bit bigger. So we'll be able to add launchers at each one of these intersections. It doesn't really fix the forward one, which would need to be nukes, because nukes only go in a straight line. But it's something that we can do. But not something we're going to do today. We're kind of out of time. So, that being said, when we get back here next time, we will turn in our first quarter. And then after that, well, there's a lot to do. I think we'll go ahead and try to clear out the inner solar system here first. We'll pick up all these points that we've already discovered here. We'll clear out this fog, and if we still need some extra signals, we'll pick up a few that we've already found. And then we'll just work our way out. And that should be good. So, not a bad first day for our new little ship, and not a bad first day out here in significantly stronger territory. I think we did pretty good, and I think we're going to do better next time. So, if you want to see that, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, that way you get notified whenever these videos come out. If you know somebody else who's into either Cosmoteer or Star Trek in general, share this video with them. Or, if you dislike me, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, especially if you want to name this ship. If you want to give this little ship a name, do so down in the comments. Right now it's completely open. I'll pick the best one. And if you're the only one, then you're the best one. This is your big chance. So, I look forward to seeing you next time for more Star Trek Cosmoteer, and until then, take care.